My meditation has helped me, the medication is reduced. And I also feel more calm. I sleep well. I sleep, more relaxed. On the whole, meditation has helped me a lot at personal level, but at professional level, it changed my life completely. About 20 years back, 25 years back, when I was designing only simple houses, I got an opportunity to design a huge university, and I had no idea how to do it, what to do. And I sat down and I meditated for 3 days, and suddenly the idea came. And I don't know who was designing, I don't know what was happening. Suddenly the basic university layout was there in half an hour, and it was an international design competition, which we were given first prize. And that changed my life completely. Even today, when people go to that university, they find that these spaces and the buildings are beautiful, they are very human. So that in a way gave me, I tasted blood. So whenever I had to design a building, I would just sit and meditate, and I will ask the earth, and I will ask the eventual user, and I will ask the universe to guide me. And some of the buildings for which I got ideas in meditation, even today people come and tell me that they are very nice. And the buildings where I kind of used mathematics to design, some analytical things to design, they are okay types. But the ones which are designed through meditation, people find them more human. I also now feel better connected to designs. I feel better connected to buildings, to the drawings. It is a change, it's difficult to explain, but the universal oneness you feel when I'm designing. So it's a very beautiful experience. And I'm grateful to Buddha CEO for having taken me to greater depths. I have, like I earlier said, I have had wonderful, peaceful experiences. The life has to happen, it happens. But now I feel that my responses to life are very different. I am more relaxed. I am not reactive. I am more responsive. That changes everything. The world is the same, but since I have changed, the world has changed for me. So I'm grateful for getting into this meditation line, and even more grateful to Chandra sir and Buddha CEO. Chandra sir is not a guru kind of a person. He is a friend, philosopher, guide, all the time available, and always listening to you completely, guiding you. So I'm really grateful.
Good morning and good evening, friends and masters. Thank you for joining. Today we are on the day 30 of this 40 days quantum program. So friends, yesterday we learned about the spiritual scientific mindset. We understood how meditation develops our physical quotient, emotional quotient, intelligence quotient, and spiritual quotient, helping us grow in every area of our life. Meditation is the bridge between who we are and who we can become. It helps us transform inside out and discover unlimited possibilities in life. So, friends, with this, I hand over to Chandra sir. So, welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Apurva. It's wonderful. Absolutely delight to see you here after several months. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Wonderful afternoon, evening. This master has come for spreading meditation only. Some people take like the lifetime purpose of that. I'm here in Austin right now. And what she and Ramesh introduced a few years ago in US as meditation has spread to so many and got me to the home of a master, again introduced by them, called Sri Srinivas Garu. So that's wherever we go, we hear the beautiful work that Apurva and Ramesh are carrying. It's a joy to see such young masters taking on this beautiful work. Thank you, Apurva, coming back and doing hosting here.
Thank you, sir. What we are learning from you is what we are spreading. So, thank you to you and ma'am and everyone here.
Yes. When we do unconditional, pure work, something that I deeply learned from Patrisa, just do, give. Don't look at how many people are there. Don't look at what you get. Don't look at anything from the other side. Okay, some help is required, I'll do. That's what this Master Srinivas Garu is saying. Sit down, sir, here. Couple of minutes.
Hi, everyone.
But he used to help. In his college, he was helping. Something was required, he'll go all out and help because the only thing he knows is to help. He was doing a lot of social help, material help. Now he is into spiritual help. He gotten many masters to come in and then practice. This will go. The point is that, and we'll listen to him tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we're going to do a session in his home. And so sometime we'll connect here. That time we'll do a listen to him. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So the point is that when you are giving, and if you have the giving nature, without necessarily thinking too much about it, can I do, not do, will I have time to do, will I have enough resources to do this, that? If you give, and if you think of giving, universe conspires to help. So this whole concept of how universe is working is called nature of reality. What's the reality? How is the reality getting created and experienced? When I learned these concepts from Patrisa, under a topic called the 6 spiritual science laws, then it helped me to really put together many experience of life into a perspective. When sometimes a very rich person suddenly is lost everything. Sometimes a very healthy person is no longer there, got a heart attack. Sometimes you thought a very noble person suddenly got into something that unthinkable. We hear all of the stories, and we don't have a clue. Why does it happen? What a sad thing, what a tragic event has happened. Richard Bach said, the depth of your belief in tragedy and injustice is the mark of one's ignorance. I did not understand what that meant. The depth of your belief in injustice and tragedy is mark of one's ignorance. Okay, ignorance is due to suffering. If the suffering is due to ignorance, Gautam Buddha statement, something I could understand. But this one, injustice and tragedy is not there. If it is there and if you believe, then it is only because you are ignorant, is what Richard Bach is saying. Something more deeper. There is no injustice and tragedy. What does that mean? How do I view that? These 6 spiritual science theories, when we understand them, we come to a model, we come to a picture, a big picture understanding of life. Sure enough, when we explore that, we'll come to the greatest conclusion that there's only experience, there's no injustice, tragedy, there's no poor thing, bad thing, this and that, there's only experience is there. There is experience is there, and there is enough clarity to say, what should I do? There is something called expanding, and life is expanding. I restrict life through my killing, my interference, my violence. You come to that understanding that I should let the life flow, not restrict life. I should let my child be what they want to be. I should let my person around me to be what they want to be. I should let my husband to be what they want to be. Not with an institution of a contract and a binding and say, hey, behave this way, or I should let my spouse to be this way. This nature of personal reality, or understanding a perspective of how life is flowing, is through the 6 spiritual science laws, is the essence of this week, spiritual quotient. From there comes the spiritual scientific mindset that yesterday Rakesh sir has talked about. We approach spiritual scientific mindset is what everyone should be developing through a quantum physics perspective, but today and tomorrow, after meditation, we'll explore the nature of reality through the 6 spiritual science laws. So that we get a perspective of every event in life, every event in someone's life. How can I relate and say, okay, what is the origin and then how is it happening? To understand that, post-meditation, friends. And this is one of the most important aspects of this 40-day program, is to give us a clue into life after life, just wanting to look at that perspective. Then we go off into doing our own research to study this beautifully, these concepts. So let's go into the practice of meditation, friends, and then post-meditation, we will learn some of it today. Relax yourself. We're practicing breath meditation. Our goal is to rest the mind, rest the body, rest the mind. And from there, we transcend the body, transcend the mind. So sitting in a relaxed posture, doing nothing, is resting the body and mind. And then from there, withdrawing senses and then removing thought, will transcend the body and mind. And then we become something beautiful. The energy you feel, experience it. All the magic happens in meditation when we are in this empty state. So we do this by observing our normal natural breath, called breath meditation, with our eyes closed. Sit down as you see in the picture, sit comfortably with our eyes closed, fingers into fingers, put the breath meditation. Fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, closing your eyes comfortably rested in your lap. Observe the breath. In case there are distractions, as you observe the breath, mind is becoming empty, less and less thought. If there are thoughts anytime and then you notice thought, bring your attention back to the breath and again continue the process. When I observe the breath, mind is empty, becoming empty. Go into it and be there. We spend maximum time in this process called breath meditation. And in case we are doing heart elevation process, sometimes we do that and there is few minutes of heart elevation process is to elevate ourselves. Just follow the guidance, dear friends. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Yeah. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands in your chest area. And resting your attention on your sacred heart. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply imagine to be living an experience of higher emotions of love, deep joy, gratitude. Relive that moment and feel that energy. The more you experience, this higher emotions and energy of love, compassion, the more coherent you become. With all things and everyone. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy connected to each other. Yourself to direct this energy, to spread this energy to everyone and everything on this planet, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation, dear friends. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. The mind is becoming empty. We experience greater emptiness. That calmness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into the deeper states of calmness, emptiness. As the mind is becoming empty, all that liberated energy is channelized into the present moment. Your body begins to function at its natural best. You develop greater power of thought. to your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. Become aware of that calmness, stillness within you as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of limitless dimensions, the field of infinite possibilities. The more you are with it. The more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy, empowerment energy, that energy of love, that energy of the mystic, or whatever you can become aware of. Falls into this emptiness of no body, of no thing. less matter, more emptiness and energy. As the mind is rested, you move away from this matter, your body. You experience that emptiness, energy, the feel of all connection, the field of all wisdom. The more you are in this calmness, emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more connected you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your divine self. receive your greater mind, that awareness. The more you are with it, the more you experience your intuitive intelligence. The more you develop that acceptance, and the more effortless life becomes. Friend, it's truly a privilege to be experiencing this life, to be exploring consciousness for a greater life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to everything and to everyone? Be grateful to this intelligent universe. To your parents, to your teachers, to your mentors. Deep gratitude to yourself, to your body. Give thanks to this nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. Gratitude to all the people in your life, to everyone. to everything, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then you open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Yes. In meditation, a lot of times pains can come. When pains come, you have to bear. If the pains are coming in meditation, it's symbolic, it's significant that there is a lot of healing is happening, typically. Meditation brings out everything that needs to be resolved. So when pains come, we don't give up meditation, we continue meditation more. We have to bear it. If you are taking up some serious work, a serious project, a lot of challenges come. Meditation is also like that. What is meditation for? Meditation is to go and find our greatness, to realize the limitlessness, to solve all the challenges, to remove suffering. That's the biggest aim that one can have. Anything else is nothing compared to somebody wishing that I live a suffering-free life. It's not a small goal. So obviously challenges come. One of them is the pains. Now pains mean that there is something beautiful happening already. So we need to sit through them to the best possible way to sit through them. And it becomes unbearable. Okay, fine. You break your meditation. Then again sit back. Any experience that comes, any experience that's scary, that's difficult to bear, we have to sit through it. If there can be sometimes scary experience, a lot of ghosts coming, a lot of figures that you don't like are coming, a lot of accidents happening, a lot of ghostly scenes are appearing. You got to sit through them. They'll dissolve. They'll dissolve into something new. No, 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 no. I'm getting scary dreams. I'm getting all kinds of things. This is happening, that's happening. I can't sit through. Why? Because you're very fearful. meditation is to dissolve the fear. What are we to fear for? If I'm consciousness, how can I be fearful? Obviously, fear is there because I've been conditioned to believe that we have just this tiny, this, nothing more. We've been conditioned to believe that there's only this life, there's nothing more. Anyway, today's topics can give us some understanding around that. Why should I be having that fear if I can truly understand that there is life continuity? Fear, a lot of times, fear is ultimately fear of death. Fear of losing a loved one, fear of death, fear of losing my health. Three things. Fundamentally, many times we don't do many things because of these three. And that stems from the understanding that there is no more life after death, or I don't know what it means to me. Either way, understanding six spiritual science laws can help us to know. And then I'll speak for some time and then see how much we can cover today and then rest till tomorrow. We also have a guest, Archana Madam, and understand her transformation experiences from meditation. Tuesdays, we're bringing in a guest speaker. Saturdays, the sharing and listening to others' experiences. Once Patricia told me, when he was in a class, when you listen to others' experiences, your third eye capability increases. I said, what is third eye capability? We all have two eyes. What is the third eye? Who has a third eye? Symbolic, we know it. In one of the in Hindu scriptures, Hindu mythology, we know who has a third eye. Third eye means ability to see past, future, everything. Divya Chakshu. We are seeing many things, we are receiving many things in meditation. Do we understand them enough? If we don't understand them enough, what good is it? When I listen to others' experiences, then we understand our experiences better. That means your ability to decipher the meanings of experiences that you are receiving will go high. So that means your third eye capability is increasing. That's what it means. You have more insights when you listen to others' experiences. One of the reasons why we're bringing many masters to come and share. One second, I'm trying to get my better camera. Yeah, it's better. Why we bring many masters to come and share is because then we understand ourselves better. Just now, I'm here with my niece. She said, a few days ago, I've been getting, as we were walking, I saw a snake. In meditation, I saw a snake. Then I saw a shooting star. For a long time, something unbelievable shooting star. Somewhere I connected that something change is happening, some significant change is happening to our life. When I see all of this transformation, newness, we connected instantly that, okay, so a baby is waiting to happen. And the next thing they realize is that the baby is conceived. Now I know, okay, a shooting star and this, some of these are welcoming something new. That's how we understand and increase our understanding of meditation experiences. Because nature is always trying to give us messages about ourselves. So listening to others' experiences absolutely is helping us to reinforce the importance of meditation on one side, but very importantly, it increases our ability to understand our experiences, to better interpret them better. Okay. So let me talk about this nature of personal reality. You see slides, Apurva?
Yes, sir.
You see slides? Okay. 1 second. I know. I just.
Yeah, we can see, but it's not in presentation mode.
Not in mode. Yeah. I've just tried to start my OBS. 1 second. Give me a second. Yeah. The 6 spiritual science principles of nature of personal reality, helping us to understand a bit about life events and situations and circumstances and how to understand them. All events, once you understand the 6 spiritual science theories or principles, we can explain all events in life. In fact, when I heard these concepts in the year 2003-4, it was very liberating. No more surprises for me when somebody comes here and says, oh, this happened, that happened, unexpected happened, tragic happened, magic happened. Surprise won't be there anymore if you understand what governs and why a 6-year-old is singing like Lata Mangeshkar, while somebody who has gotten 60 years of practice is not even being recognized for anything. In music, 60 years of practice, they're not recognized even by the local community, whereas a 6-year-old, no practice, he is actually singing like Lata Mangeshkar. What is the reason? What explains that? Let's see if this can explain. So, nature of personality, the 6 spiritual science principles that govern all events. Number 1, principle of consciousness. Number 2, principle of reincarnation. Number 3, principle of cause and effect, and popularly called law of karma, theory of karma, karma science, karma theory. That's cause and effect. When there is a cause, there is an effect. If smoke is there, there must be fire somewhere. Fire is there because there must be a cause somewhere. Somebody did something, and so there is a cause, there is a fire. Fourth is constant progression, principle of constant progression. Fifth is principle of meditation or yoga. Yoga is to know that I am much beyond the body. That's sort of the understanding of yoga. Union with the whole. Yoga means union, merge with the whole. And that happens through meditation. But true meaning of yoga is that. And then theory of infinity. So principle of consciousness, principle of reincarnation, principle of cause and effect, principle of constant progression, principle of meditation, yoga, infinity. Consciousness saying that everything is energy, energy to all things, just all that exists is consciousness, that is energy. From there comes something. Reincarnation is saying what comes goes back, what comes goes back, what comes goes back. Reincarnate. It's not the end of life. We're not simple bones and molecules. There is something that is happening from one life to another. Cause and effect is saying that whatever is happening in our life, situations, they're all caused by something before. There is a cause and so there is an effect. If a ball is rolling, it's because somebody pushed it. Otherwise, why would it just roll? Somebody pushed it because they were asked to push, or what if there is some cause behind it? Some are intentional, some are unintentional. But there is a cause. So cause and effect is saying that all life events there is a cause behind an event. And so then just look and see if something is happening, expected, unexpected, good or bad, there is always a cause behind it. We know this. Except that a lot of time the cause that we see is in a short time frame. And something really bad happens, and then I say, hey, I didn't do anything wrong. And that you're saying only from within the perspective of last 1 month, 1 year, maybe 2 years, 5 years. You're not seeing way beyond. If you see way beyond, you know that, okay, there is a cause somewhere, effect is happening now. Constant progression is saying that in life, everything is progressive. There's never anything that is in regressive state. Everything is happening progressively. You're always growing. You're always learning. And I see it from a perspective, then everything is only progressing, now regression. And understand that meditation yoga is saying that when you know that you are much larger than this body, and when you start merging with it, then life experiences are happening at a pace that you don't even imagine. And then infinity means that there is infinity to experience in life, and so then can you embrace it? Can you become unlimited? So look at these principles and understand and put events into the perspective. So the first thing is principle of consciousness. It is saying that all things originate from emptiness, from the field of energy. We learned from the quantum physics considerations, and we heard this through, I think, in once in maybe week 1 or week 2, and then once in week 3 for sure during manifestation time, that everything out there is simply energy, emptiness. And our body, if you go inside, deep inside, at the subatomic level, it's all emptiness and energy. We understood this. We said nearly 100% of the body is all emptiness. And then even those electrons, protons, which we thought are particles, are also energy and emptiness. So what is there is all just emptiness. So the field is called now from quantum physics, quantum energy field. It's all there. It's all empty, but then yet we see many things happen into our life. So everything is originating from nothingness. And we know what is the reason. We said observation brings this energy into matter. Observation, somebody's attention brings energy into matter. Somebody's intention to experience something makes that happen. So first thing to understand is that first there is nothing, from the nothing comes something. The nothing is from a physical perspective. We see that there is nothing physical, nothing material, but something comes out of nothingness. It's like a company not there. A Google was not there before. An Infosys was not there before. You and I were not there before. Only your parents were there. Google, none of them were there, and even the company registers. But somebody thought about, hey, I want to give a search bar, simplified search bar. Somebody intended, okay, it seems like it can be a great business. Okay, somebody intended. And then I want to give a name, they gave a name, so it came. Came from where? Came from nothing. Came out of a thought. So first there is no Google, but then nothing, from nothing, something came. Initially just a name, then a registered entity, then it's still nothing around it other than just, some entity somewhere recorded, some physical thing happened. It was recorded its name somewhere, physical thing happened. It showed up physically. Then a lot of energy added to it by more people, more things, and more assets, more employees, and there are presence worldwide. Everywhere now, ubiquitously, in every device it is present, sees physically. So now from nothing comes this entity. And then entity goes bigger, 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 and then gets broken up. Some competitive laws, this and that, many things they are governing. And so it gets broken up into several small entities, maybe. We've seen it. So many companies go through that process. They transform into something new. From comes nothing comes something. That something grows. it becomes so big that it becomes like everything, as if and everything, and then slowly, it goes back into nothing as it transforms its shape and size and this and that, and no longer people remember what that was before because it moved into say, a new form, new thing. We've seen this all the time. What existed 30 years ago, you know that. More than 90% of the organizations that existed 30 years ago don't exist now. The name only doesn't exist. But however, what happened to them? They've got broken, transformed into different entities many a times, or they simply perished. When they perished, what happened? The knowledge went to some other company. The employees went to some other company to start, only to start in a new form, new shape. That's all it is. We know this. A new form and a new shape, a new thing. So our life and we and all of us are coming from nothing. Parents existed from comes nothing, comes suddenly a baby is born. How can otherwise be a tiny, shiny cell becomes into this big human being? Nothing to everything. A banyan seed, unthinkable that it can actually grow into such a massive tree and stays for hundreds of years. So the first principle, dear friends, in the nature of reality is to understand that all things originate from nothing and then goes back into that nothing. The tree is not there forever, though. However, it slowly transforms, and the leaves go into and the trunk goes away. The parts of the trunk gets transformed into paper, to something. Many aspects happen. All right, it becomes wood into the shape into the windows of a home. Many things, you know this. And that wood, the windows, frames, doors, all of them slowly transform into something else at some point. And then eventually it dissolves, comes some mineral out of it. Mineral takes shape and then goes in, fills up somewhere else. So life is also exactly that. What we thought did not exist. There's a whole hills, stones, everything is there. We don't even bother about them unless a stone has a shape, that. A stone, when it doesn't have a shape, we don't even look at it. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. When somebody carves something beautiful out of a stone, then we notice it. Comes out of nothing, practically. When you notice it beautifully, the moment a Buddha comes out of a stone, it is like, wow. Then it suddenly comes into your home, at the heart of your home. It sits there. Before that, as a stone, it is practically nothing. Just kicked around here and there and it goes off. So, the point, dear friends, is that all things originate, including we. And then if stones can come, companies can come, and we also coming from nothingness. And we come in and we go back, cycle back into a new form, new shape. So first principle tells us that we are simply come from a field of energy that is called in spiritual sciences soul, entity. We are just not the body, it comes from energy. We understand this concept and say there is nothing, and then that transforms into everything out there that we see physically. The body becomes energy, energy becomes body, body becomes energy, energy becomes body as it transforms and changes. And when we studied quantum physics, we understood that what transforms each one to the other? Our intention, our observation intention. I wish to experience this, okay. Then that comes into our life. First, you thought, I want to build a beautiful home. Where is home? It is not there at all, but it came. It happened after some time. That place is nothing was there, but finally a home got created. So with an intention, life was, I wish to have a child. So finally the child comes at some point. So we know that this nothing becomes everything, or nothing changes to a new shape based on intention, one's intention. So the quantum field concepts, which I've anyway spoke about, is everything as energy is one, is interconnected, gives rise to many possibilities. Observation manifests possibilities of thought and feeling or intention, brings those possibilities into something that we can see, touch, feel, right? When we withdraw the attention, it goes away. You want a great relationship. You want some great friends. The moment you have intention, a lot of friends come into your life. Otherwise, there are no friends. Oh, I come to this new place. I wish to make a lot of new friends. You intend. So a lot of friends come. You are one, they have many now. Now slowly stop giving attention to it, and then friends also go away. You go to the new place, you forget, you stop calling them. In due course, they also forget you, and so suddenly you became one again. No more. So that dissolves, right? Gone back to the original state. So that's the concept, the way I understand it. So the principle too, so from nothing to everything and everything back to nothing, or body to energy, energy back to body, is the concept. And then principle two is saying that, okay, when you understand that, then principle two is saying reincarnation, everything is coming back to reincarnate. As intentions are there. I wish to experience a baby. Okay, I wish to experience, have a son or a daughter or this or that. I wish to have something. I wish to become a great scientist and then do many, many things. You intend, and you think it didn't happen this lifetime. But then the intention is there, that energy is set in motion into the field, and then observation brings possibility into the reality. So it must happen somewhere. As if it's not this lifetime, it happens next lifetime. It comes back because it is there, observed, and observed has to come back into reality somewhere. Because that's the principle of nature. So call it reincarnation. You come back into a different form. There you have a baby. There you become a scientist. There you become a billionaire. You may not be now, but in future you do become. If only we can see that it's happening that way. If only we can extend our time horizon and then patiently wait for it to happen. So principle of reincarnation is saying, and then this is where many give up and say, okay, what is reincarnation? Who said what is there? Now there is so much of scientific evidence is there though. When I first read the book in the year 2001 or something, the book came into my hands called Many Lives, Many Masters by Brian Weiss. Everyone must explore this because these things give answers to all life questions. So that Many Lives, Many Masters is talking about how Dr. Brian Weiss is a psychologist, is regressing patients. Sometimes they take back into the memory, right? What is psychology? Psycheology of psyche. Study of psyche. Psyche is what? My thoughts, my memories, my past, my deep-rooted traumas, and then my understanding of life, all of them collectively called psyche. So psychologists sometimes transfer patients, people back into their childhood to see what memory is holding you back. Why are you scared of something irrationally? They're trying to go back and see what happened. They try to understand the psyche. So they regress, and so he's regressing a patient. And she'll start talking about things that he couldn't understand, that he can prove that, because she's saying, okay, I'm seeing myself as this, raw, very, very ancient woman or man in some kind of all these native primitive dresses and style. I'm carrying this, I'm carrying that. Primitive style of living. He said, what? We are in 20th century, 19th century at that time. And then what are you talking about? So he wanted to go and then study and see what is she recollecting. While he was trying to regress her to go into a childhood, she went into a child past life memory. So he goes back and tries to corroborate evidences, and whatever she's saying, does it exist or not exist, and finally comes to the greatest conclusion that yes, whatever she's describing was there then, several hundreds of years ago. So the point here, I'll put another slide to talk about this reincarnation, is that we are first nothing, energy. From the energy became matter. We go back to energy. When this body dissolves, matter dissolves. But who are we? Are you this body? Are we simply this body? You say, no, I'm the mind because, my whole identity, my existence and who I am and this and that is all there from the mind, right? It's all there. Mind, thought, information is all energy. And so energy then exists anyway. The body dissolves physical matter because body is simply there for us to experience something in a certain way in the physical five sensory world. It's just experiencing life certain way in this physical material world simply through sensory perceptions, right? And only for the experience, for the feeling, emotion, it's there, but that dissolves. Doesn't mean that the memory of it, the information of it is gone. No, that's simply energy. It is sitting there in the energy field. Your intention to experience something as an energy signal is there in the energy field. Where has it gone? It's not gone anywhere. Physical matter is dissolved. So then it has to be set in motion. It has to come back and show up somewhere. So comes the multi-dimensional multiverse, not universe, not one verse, it. There are so many galaxies, billions of galaxies exist, and so billions of planets exist. Earth is one planet, while we think that, there is life, but there is so much. Anyone who is little spiritual or scientific minded can easily guess and say, yes, if Earth can have life, then it can be life everywhere. And of course, through spiritual science, you know that there's life everywhere when you go into this energy field. But in any case, law of reincarnation is saying that we are simply energy, as all that memory, the information of life experience, the essence of all of that is there. It is being carried in the field and so comes back as observed in somewhere else, because observation brings energy to matter. So we come back and to have more experiences. We come, experience something, go back. We come, experience something, and go back. We join a company, experience something, then go to another company to experience something, go to another company to experience something. In between, you take breaks. We want to relax and rest, and then again go back and do it continuously. So is the case with the lifetimes. We come for one lifetime, do something meaningful because you have a purpose. You go to one company to experience some technology. You go to another company to experience managerial aspect of the technology. You go to another company to execute aspect of the technology. You're bored of it, you shift your technology or shift your field to something else. You keep doing different types of experiences. So same thing here, reincarnation is happening where lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, we take births to come from one to the other. We shift one time, one lifetime as Christian, another lifetime as Muslim, another lifetime as Hindu, another lifetime as Zoroastrian, another lifetime as Jain. One lifetime in India, another lifetime in Dubai, another lifetime in US, another lifetime here. Why not? Why? Because I want to experience different things. Just the way we want to experience studies in this school, studies that school, studies somewhere else. So it's the case with life. We always seek newness, we always seek. So the common thing in reincarnation, the understanding is that we are coming here to have a certain environment in the lifetime. So you choose your parents, they are there with you. You choose your place. Generally, most people stay in that place. You choose your religion or a caste or a community which governs certain type of experience in life. You choose things that in general stay for the lifetime so that you have certain environment created so that gives you certain type of experience. A rich kid built a platform on which they have certain, they springboard from the richness, and so they create something bigger. They have one type of experience. And then a poor kid, he's got another type of experience to earn from earning, and then there's a lot of satisfaction. That type of experience they seek. The rich kids seek something else. They don't look for pennies to be earned. Instead, they multiply from where they are and then have another type of experience. A biggest starting entrepreneur is so satisfied to build a company of 25 people. Wow, this is great. I gave employment to 25. Wow, we built something beautiful with 25 people. We were able to create impact. The city transformed. Now, the same entrepreneur next time is building a 2,500 employee and says, wow, this is super. So the one who had an experience at 25, next lifetime is born as somebody senior he wants to start from there. It's boring to start the same thing again. So you start from having that experience at 25 employee company. Now he wants to seek to see what does it mean to run a company of 2,500 employees. They create that. It's a different experience. Richness and poorness has to be seen like that. Just seeking an experience. So reincarnation is where we're seeking lifetimes where in general the conditions of the life are the same. When I become a Hindu, I go through a whole set of experiences of Hinduism. Beautiful culture, beautiful this, that. Every religion has beautiful cultures, beautiful wisdom through which you govern and experience something different. Nobody is higher, nobody is lower. No experience is higher, lower. So reincarnation fundamentally is telling that I come back again and again and again. So then why worry about death? It must drop the fear of death. Where have I gone? It's like, Earth is a planet. The whole concept is that we come here. Just like you keep changing school after school after school for learning, you come to Earth to visit, to sort of have a lifetime here, another lifetime, another lifetime. It's like, when you go to choose a school, and then 1 to 10, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, 10th grade, you finish and say, I have nothing to learn in this school, and so I want to go to another place where I can learn more. So is the case with that. You come and then do certain lifetimes until the time you finish learning and experiencing, and then you want to go to some other planet, some other place. That's how we see it. Reincarnation. So there's the alternative to experience. And I would stop here. Dr. Ian Stevenson is one of the pioneers of who was hired by an agency in the United States, a governmental agency. He was chairman for the Department of Psychiatry and Neurology at the University of Virginia. Academician. Academicians mean generally go into research, right? They just don't want to, they're not giving solutions. They want to, through at a research level, to understand. That's what academicians do. They do a lot of research work. They want to prove. They want to go into the depth of it. Engineers and then doctors and all of them give solutions. They want to see life thrive. And they construct models and the research that is done. So he is an academician, and then he was hired to say, hey, look, there's too much going on about this reincarnation. This is how it happened in the early 70s. Too much going on. People are talking about reincarnation. What's all this? How can you believe all this? I would like to see that this is, please disprove this is not true. We're only simply bones and molecules. What's all this thing? How do you prove what is all this? And so he was hired to disprove reincarnation does not exist. But tell you what, after a few years of study, he came back writing a book called 20 Cases of Suggestive Reincarnation, proving exactly that reincarnation exists. He was hard to disprove. We came back saying that it exists. You go figure and say, study this book to understand a perspective. Why is it important? It gives us answers. When a 12-year-old finishes, PhD at a very short time, whatever, we hear some, we say, oh, whiz kid. Oh, this kid, is a lucky kid. Somebody is singing. They're the greatest talent in idols, those talent shows. Where do they get from? I understand that where I left in earlier life, I start here. I've been an architect in my last 10 years in one company, and then you become a CTO in another company. You don't say he's lucky to get a CTO position. You look back and say, oh, he's got 10 years of architect, before that, a lead engineer, and this one, that one. And so now he's a CTO, right? When he joins your company as a chief architect, and then in 6 months he becomes a CTO, people who did not look at his past and say, oh, how lucky you are, yeah? You just came chief architect, became CTO. Come on, guys, it's not luck. He opens his resume and says, look, for 40 years I've been doing so many things, and so that's what brought me to become a CTO. So is the case with people who demonstrate extreme amount of talent because they've worked in their past. So we see that difference. We have greatest answers of why somebody is the way. Because nobody wants to start afresh after finishing a lot of things, because you learned it. You don't need to relearn it. And you springboard from what you learned. So reincarnation is one beautiful way to understand life, to explain. And then reincarnation is there to understand that there is no death. Bhagavad Gita always said, whatever is born is always and guaranteed. Jatasya dhruvam mrityo dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Dhruvam means guaranteed. Dhruva means certain. What is born is certain to go away, and what is gone away certain to come back somewhere. So difference. So we'll continue to understand the remaining theories to put all together experiences. At this time, let's invite Archana Madam to listen to her experience, and we'll conclude the session.
Hello all. Firstly, I would like to thanks Chandra sir.
One second. Let's have Apurva introduce you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, friends. So today our guest speaker is Archana Salsani ma'am. So Archana ma'am is working for a life science organization called BMS. She is a senior manager and having a 16 plus years of experience in the IT industry. Her first meditation course started with a 40 days program by Chandra sir, and it was in 2022. Since then, her journey is continuing with amazing experiences. Welcome, ma'am. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Apurva ma'am. Hello all. Good morning. Firstly, I would like to thank Chandra sir. I'm very grateful to you, sir. Because of you, I have learned so much. Maybe the beginning of the meditation, like how to meditate and all. So this journey has been continuing from 2022. Since then, when I was initially introduced to meditation, in this first 15 days, in the first 40-day session, within 15 days, I just got to see a message when I was closing my eyes and meditating. As per the directions what Chandra sir was telling, there was a scrolling which went from right to left. I clearly can see it, the big capital letters scrolling, and it was saying that I am here to gain knowledge. And I was not sure what it is. Then in one of the sessions, like how we share the experiences, then I got to know that this is the message which I got to know. from the meditation. So, and then within another 1 week of time, I was feeling the light featherliness, but my body was floating. So usually what happens when we start meditation, initially we feel very sleepy. So immediately after meditation, I asked one day, to sir, that if I get to sleep, I mean, can I just get onto the bed and sleep, because I'm feeling very much a need to sleep after the meditation. Then sir said, yes, of course. Then immediately I went and just slept on my bed, and I can feel the lightness slowly starting from the lower body and then upper body, and exactly from the navel point I felt the lightness which came up, and my body was floating. And immediately after some time, when I realized that my body was floating, and I was like, hey, wow, this is very good experience. Uh, Within a fraction of time, I felt the hard pull which came in between, which came very hard, and then I realized I am on the bed again. So that experience was again an amazing thing. So we are more than a body, is what I understood. And that experience, it was very amazing. I started telling to my friends and my mentors. Then they said, this is amazing experience, and this is what you will experience in the meditation. That's how I heard from them. And uh, and one day it so happened that I was meditating, and suddenly I started listening to some voices. That is a male voice, which is clearly I can identify. And that voice was telling me that uh, it was telling so many things. So, but when I realized that I'm listening to some voice, it got cut off. And then I remembered few of the words, like what I heard. Then it was telling that I'm putting up so much of effort which is not required. So wherever I'm working, maybe in the office, or the effort I'm putting, it was really hard by then, because I just joined the organization and I was trying to understand everything, since this is very, very pretty much new domain to me. And I was trying to be every place, in order to like not to miss out anything, right? Like fear of missing out. So I was like putting so much of and sleeping very late night, and I was stressing out. Then I got to listen this voice, and then I realized, okay, maybe this is not something which I have to do. Then I have to let few things go, and I have to concentrate on few things which I have to. And that's how I started figuring out what I have to concentrate and what not. That made me feel little easy in the journey. And suddenly one day I saw some photo in the dream that was in the early mornings, maybe like 5 to 6. I'm not so sure, but yes, I got to know this, that I have seen the photograph of some Devi, and some voice came again. Again, there was a male voice again, and they asked me to do some puja. I was like, I am not a person of devotee. I don't know the pujas much. I don't do this, but my parents and my in-laws does. So when I heard this, I felt like, okay, there is a divine connect which is protecting and guiding me. That was another thing. So likewise, the journey went on, and since the beginning of this session, I mean, after meditation, sir said that with his niece, he found that his niece was getting to see some snake and all the experiences, right? So I would like to share this connect with which happened with me as well. Me and my younger daughter, maybe she was 5 year old. It is just 2 years back. We went upstairs. Because I love seeing the clouds and the nature and all these things. So we went upstairs. There I saw the cloud which took the shape of the snake, which is exactly like this. I was like, the moment I saw, I got scared. But then I felt like it's a cloud and it's a snake. Why should I worry about it? So I started looking at it with open eyes and seeing that every tiny particle of it, if it is like this, then all the skin of the snake here will be like um, the skin of the snake will be with little texture, right? Exactly, the cloud was in that texture. Then I felt like, is it only me or my daughter is also seeing that? Then I asked my little one to see what you're seeing in the cloud. Then she said, Amma, it's a snake. Then I was like, okay, this is one of the experience. And then recently in the meditation, maybe 5 to 6 months back, I saw a black snake, which is very thick, was moving like in a curves, and wherever it was taking curve, there was a bright light like a little lamp. And it was very beautiful, black, and the lights in between were very beautiful. Then that was another experience. So now I say, since the Chandra sir told that snake is a kind of a transformation which we get to see, that is what I'm going through at this point of time, is what I feel. Yeah, so thank you so much, Chandra sir. This amazing experiences can only happen when we are doing meditation and we know what we are, and at least we are at least we are trying to understand like in which state we are. uh, we are Before we were like going through the life just happening, the life was just happening. Now we will consciously retrospect, even though some things happen without our control, but we go back and retrospect and we analyze, okay, I was in this state, maybe I have to work through this, or we acknowledge like we were in that. So this is amazing journey. And lastly, I would like to add one more thing. Recently I read a book of Sita, the untold story of Sita by Dina Mariam. That is such an amazing storybook that gives a perception like how Sita went into the challenges during the journey of her lifetime, and how beautifully she was connected to the nature and to the people at the same time. The love she has for the people, for the animals, for everyone on this earth. It is such a beautiful book, and if someone is really looking at to read some book, then this is one of the great books to read. And if you let me talk, then I probably keep on talking. But this is amazing experiences I had, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Chandra sir. And currently in my life, I'm in in a transformation phase where I'm trying to find out like what should be my journey like. Do I need to spend some time with the family, because I feel my life is going very fast where I'm not able to enjoy the moments. So maybe I'm working towards it, thinking what to do the next. Yes, and thank you so much.
Awesome. While you gave larger things of life, tell me, how is meditation helping your day to day? While you
Sir,
told me, you said one, okay, it gives you messages through which things are getting simplified. One, you said, what you have to let go of many things because otherwise you want to control the FOMO. Many things are there, which is what burdens us a lot. That's beautiful way of identifying, having an insight to let go, and so you do it. Then what else?
so meditation is a magic. I mean, it will calm our mind naturally. So in the day-to-day activities, I'm retrospecting. I am being in the moment. I'm trying to understand where I am, like what I am doing. Is that something which I need to do this? That kind of analyzing is coming to me. And that's how I'm in the transformation phase, sir. I'm thinking what to do next. I'm thinking whatever I'm doing is not, maybe it is not required to me anymore. I have to do something different. Maybe taking a break, getting to see what is coming to me in the future, because my life went in such a way that everything fall in place. And and recently also I heard one more voice coming through me internally. I'm worried. I'm having so many questions, though I know I need not worry, but being on this physical plane, we have so many other dependencies, or maybe other things which we think of monetary benefits. I mean the financials and all these things, if I am quitting the job and all these things, right? So it was telling me, why do you worry? You know that so far the things were fall in place automatically by itself, right? When we are just going with the flow, just go with the flow. It was telling me that just go with the flow, don't worry, everything will fall in place, you will get to know, is what it is telling. So I'm just in that process.
Hmm. You told two things today. Both of them were heard with the masters in the last 2 days here in Dallas and Dallas. I just came to Austin.
Okay.
One master said exactly the first one. I received a message that I have to let go. What's the point in holding on? And so then he decided, exact same words he used. He said, I decided to focus on a few things. And then I focused and I became so successful that suddenly then everything falls around it. And another one, just this. The name should come to me. He said this, that so far in your life, everything fell in place by itself. Then why do you have to now say overly try to do? If everything things fell in
Mhm.
place appropriately at the right time, so this also will fall in place. Right? That's what you're trying to tell. Many things
I-
happen unexpectedly at times where you did not expect it, that comes, and then another one comes, and another one comes. Things happen unexpectedly is when the beautiful things happen for you. So another thing also will happen unexpectedly, the
Mm.
beautiful things will fall in place. So can you look at that? Right?
Yes, and one day it was just 2 days back. We have a beautiful place from my balcony where I see peacocks and deers. So there were deers and peacocks standing by. Then I was thinking all about my job and my career, because it is really pinching me, sir, because I have to do something different. Either I have to quit, or would I should be still continue doing it, that and it would fall in place. These kind of questions are coming. So then it is asking me. Then suddenly a inner voice came and said that try to see it. You will get to know. You see it properly, you will see it. Just be calm. You will get you will know. You should intend to see it. You will get to see it. Is what it came to me. And then I saw there was already a peacock opened, feathered opened, and I was looking somewhere, and then I saw. Okay. I mean, these are the connecting points. Maybe everyone may not understand, but yes, it is an individual experience. When we get into the meditation, we connect each and every dot. It is that brilliant, and that's amazing. That only happens in the meditation.
Awesome, madam. I loved this sharing today.
Thank you
Okay,
so much, sir.
every day there would benefits of physiology benefits. Okay, my body heal, I'm stress free, I'm this, I'm that. But today you gave something more so far deeper. Okay, trust the instincts, trust the things, and be aware of what's coming around you. Pay attention, and then it itself is showing you a path. Right? That's all it is.
Yes, sir. And I'm
Awareness.
so grateful to you. You are amazing. You are the opportunity to learn is through Guru, and that's how I found you. And this is the amazing journey. Yes, I can say this. Thank you.
Your meditation is your guru.
Yes, you taught me
Okay.
that.
Okay. Right. Thank you all, dear friends. So we'll conclude here. I know our sessions are getting longer. Um, I don't know what to do, but we flow with it. Right. So yes, Apurva.
Yes, sir. We have few announcements, but before that, thank you, Ashna ma'am. It was very inspiring for everyone. So, friends, uh, we'll be having a Thrive regional language program, 21 days and 40 days meditation program starting from June 1st. This will be a wonderful opportunity to share it with your friends and families who want this, scientific program in the regional languages. So we'll be having in the 6 languages: Hindi, Telugu, Gujarati, Marathi, Kannada, and Tamil. And also this time, because of the yoga day, we'll be having yoga and meditation. So please do share it with your friends and families registered for these programs. And thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So we'll see you all tomorrow, dear friends. Thank you.
I was searching, I was looking for meaning. I was wondering, desperately trying only to see I have nothing missing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it.
Thank you, Lata madam, for pursuing Archana ji to come and share.
Thank you, sir.
How was the experience today?
Yeah, it was wonderful experience. Actually, it's very quite interesting and motivating also.
I didn't know Archana ji had so many. You never shared with me. I'm also hearing first time all of this.
When I spoke with her briefly, she shared many things in that brief talk, and I was very excited of hearing a lot.
She might have shared with me, I forgot. Maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, it was very wonderful experiences, Chandra sir. Her experiences are really wonderful.
It reinforces, right? This is what we need. So many people have so many such things. I don't know. Am I trusting? Now, for example, when she told those two, now I recollect two masters who shared with me in Dallas. One said exact same words. Whatever you said, in life, many things happen without we trying. Suddenly, something happens and it changes your course. And like that, events happen. And so, why then you worry about it? Something also will fall in place. If you're going through a challenge, just wait. Just the way it happened,
Yes.
and it will happen. You said it.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly, you had something come up, and then everything changed for your son or whatever. Like that.
Right. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So it
That
only
is
means that it only means Archana ji is right. She must trust her instinct and then continue the path. Things will fall in place, Archana madam. Reinforcement to you from me, from what I heard from another master here. Okay. We learn at the same time, we also get reinforcement. We all learn from you, Archana ji, but you get some reinforcement for what you shared back to you, for you to take it. Okay. Yes, Vignesh.
Yes, sir. Listening to Archana ma'am was wonderful. I've learned a lot of things also on how to connect each dot and how to look at signs from your meditation experiences. So thank you so much, Archana ma'am, and absolutely relatable to so many of these experiences. Just uh, like letting go and just observing how what the universe unfolds for you is something I've also learned. So when I had to move from the US, initially I was like, I did not know what was happening or why it was happening. But then coming back to India, now I realize why I had to move back to India and what it had in store for me. So it just this period of just trusting the process and just waiting, observing and waiting. It's beautiful.
The beauty is we know the baby will come out from a womb in 9 months, so we will wait for 9 months. If not, we will be eager to get the baby at the earliest, right? But here we don't know how much tenure we have to wait, so we might be little impatience at times, but the moment the thought goes from mind, it already started processing. The universe is such a brilliant thing that it will pick up every thought of ours and it will try to manifest. It is only the time we have to give. Yes. And this I learned it from my early childhood. Yes. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, all friends. So see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, in this program, I'll tell there is a cucumber enlightenment. Okay. Some beautiful insight my nephew shared this morning, and I called it cucumber enlightenment because it happened while he was serving cucumber to us. And there is something that he did, a dialogue he did with the cucumber plant. Okay. So cucumber enlightenment is there waiting in store. Sometime this week we'll talk about it. Bye, everybody.
I am already loved. Everything I need is within me. My motivation can't be validation. I'd always be starving for more affection, the wrong attention, only to feel like I am not